let's start with, I love how Wine, you can take the Pac-12 away from Wine Time, but you cannot remove the Pac-12 from inside Wine Time, because we're talking Washington versus Rutgers here. A Washington team that has struggled, to say the least. The Michael Penix, Adunze, all those lads are all gone, so this is kind of a rebuild year for UW. And they're going to Rutgers, who just they slapped around Virginia Tech for 3 quarters, and then Virginia Tech came back, made it interesting. Rutgers wins the game in the end. I like this Rutgers squad, but Wine Time, it doesn't matter what I like here. We want to know what you have to say about this game. So I'll pass the baton to you here quick, and then I'll set up all the market moves after you're all done. But please, Wine Time, take it away. We'd love to hear your thoughts, feelings, and emotions on Rutgers, Washington.
Yes, sir. This Rutgers team, I'm actually very impressed by so far this season. I think that they kind of got disrespected by the rankings, not getting in the rankings. Give or take, Virginia Tech's not as high as we thought they were going to be now a couple games into the season. It's still a really good program over there. A lot of guys that have played a lot of big-time ball, a lot of seniors, fifth-year guys over there. So the fact that they took care of business, fourth quarter, they let them kind of hang back in there, playing that prevent D. But they still got the win. I like what Greg Schiano's doing over there with the Rutgers program right now. What does he like to do? He likes to run the ball at a very efficient rate, runs at a 65% rate. I believe that is 7th most in the nation. There's no secret what he wants to do when they're on offense. They got the quarterback, Aiden, over from Minnesota last year. He played some games over there before transferring in. He's kind of playing the game type manager in this role, which is kind of what the Rutgers asked for out of their quarterback. They never asked the quarterback to do too much for them. They're very much run first, run on first down, run on second down, make it third manageable for your quarterback to either scramble or throw a quick little pass. With that being said, this Washington team, they're coming in here 3-1. Rutgers are 3-0. Jed Fish inheriting this team after losing so much NFL talent to the draft last year and the transfer portal. Yeah, he brought in some really good talent as well. This Washington very well could be 4-0. If you ask me, they had every opportunity to win that Washington State game. Yes, we were on that Washington State plus the points, but Washington was in that game the entire game. They I think, if anything, they beat themselves in that game. That being said, they came back strong. I believe they played on the road. They played on the road last week against Northwestern. At home. Apologies. Took care of business. Northwestern isn't that good of a Big Ten team, though. If you ask me, they're probably in the bottom with UCLA and Purdue. Not a very good team by any means. Both these teams, what do they like to do? They like to run the ball too. Washington's got another running back in Jonah Coleman, who's one of the better running backs in the Big Ten. He's running the ball at a very efficient rate at about 7 yards a carry, top 10 in the nation. Both these guys like to run the ball. Washington, on the other hand, too, they've got another quarterback similar to the Rutgers, who's a game-time manager, and Will Rogers. Will Rogers has played a lot of big-time ball over at Mississippi State, SEC ball. He's played a lot of snaps. He's a fifth-year guy. He knows this offense pretty well. And he's doing what they're asking him to do. That's being a game-time manager from both these quarterbacks. Man, this total is so low right now, Jose. At 44.5 right now, I see. Haven't done too much. Don't have a bet on the total in this game, but the more I'm talking about this, the more it has me on the under. Because also, what does Rutgers like to do? They like to let the other team go downfield. When it gets the red zone, they really put the clamps on. Rutgers is one of the better defensive teams in the red zone. Those are the kind of teams I like to back. Just because if you settle for field goals, long field goals or fourth and shorts and don't get for it, it's big time for the Rutgers. So that being said, I think the Rutgers are going to pound the shit out of the ball in this game with their running back. I think they're going to get this done here at home. I think the spread's around, it's 2.5, 3 right now. I think that's a pretty good spread. I just think Rutgers are going to win this game outright. I got a -135 on Monday night. Still around that number, 137, 140. Still endorse it at whatever number you can get. I think Rutgers are going to take care of business. I think they're going to be in the rankings after this matchup. This is going to be a big-time win for them. It's just if they're going to be able to stop Washington in the red zone, as I already mentioned, which I don't think they should have a problem because of concerning how good their red zone defense is. So give me Rutgers money line here at the best number you can find available, Jose.
All right. Rutgers money line for Wine Time Sports here. I'm getting -135s.
I like it. That's what I got. And looking at the market too, Jose, I mean, this isn't a situation where I'm looking at the market and it agrees with me. I mean, there's the bigger bets are on Rutgers in this spot, but very much so more of the percentage of bets are on the Rutgers. Did open up to a 1.5 and it's up to a 2.5 now, which I do like. I wish I would have got in at that earlier number and a little bit better of a number. I just think I like this Rutgers team. I was kind of high on them going into the season, and they're doing exactly what I thought they were going to do with Greg Schiano. So, give me Rutgers money line. Let's go.
Rutgers for wine time there. Coin, thank you for dropping Circus openers. Yeah, 2, 1.5 around there. Now up to 2.5 there for Rutgers. And you mentioned this action on the total here is very fascinating. I think I would, if I had to make one bet on this game, I'd lean under with you here. 27% of the bets on the total, or on the under, excuse me, and 56% of the money on the under. So sharp, bigger bets on that under, it seems. I probably lean that direction, but I won't make anything official here. Wine, that was a great breakdown, and let's roll on.